Hello, eighth graders. The thing I want to tell you, the first thing I want to do today is I want to say, watch 8M1 lesson 3, 4. It's a lesson that I did this about a year ago, but it's a really good lesson. It helps reinforce lesson 3, and it also teaches you lesson 4 about raising numbers to the 0th power and why it works. And then so watch that first, then come back. What I'm going to do in this lesson is just give you some homework help, but it's really not going to it doesn't teach you the lesson and doesn't give you the intuition behind why the 0th power is what it is. So I'm just going to this is strictly going to be about homework help. So let's cut over to to this lesson. It'll be pretty short because all we're going to talk about, again, is in this lesson is some homework help. So this is going to be homework help for 8M1 lesson 4. So again, first watch this video. First watch this video. Please do that. It'll help you out. And then we'll just cut straight to the homework help. So we're just going to do 4 problems right now. So we're going to start off. I'm just going to give you the 4 problems we're going to do. X to the 4th over x to the 4th equals. We're going to do one that says, well, y to the 10th times 1 over y to the 10th equals. Then we're going to do x to the 9th. We'll do this. Let's do it like this. Let's do 3 to the 9th times 4 squared times 1 over 3 to the 9th. And then we're going to do 249 to the 55th times 10 times 1 over 249 to the 55th. So I encourage you to try all of these and then pause. Well, pause, try all of these, and then come back and watch the answers. Okay. So I'm assuming you've tried these. So let's look at the answer. This one you can do 2 ways. We're going to do this 2 ways, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the rest of them just 1 way. But this one can be done like this. You can say, well, that's equal to x to the 4th minus 4. That's our quotient rule. We learned that in lesson 2. And that equals x to the 0, which is equal to 1. That's one approach. A second approach is say, well, anything divided by, anything divided by anything, by the same thing, right? X to the 4th divided by x to the 4th has to be 1. And then the third approach could be, and that's the second approach, and then the third approach could be, well, I'm just going to expand and go x times x times x times x over x times x. This is just using the definition of power equals. And I can say, well, we can cancel, 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 cancel. 1 over 1 equals 1. So there's 3 ways to show that that equals 1. So let's do number 2. So this is y to the 10th times 1 over y to the 10th. Well, let's just think about this. This is a fraction, well, a number, an expression times a fraction. Well, how do you can't multiply an expression times a fraction without putting the first thing into a fraction. So, well, as we know that anything like 4 is equal to 4 over 1. Similarly, y to the 10th is equal to y to the 10th over 1. Well, y to the 10th over 1 times y to the 10th, or 1 over y to the 10th, is equal to, we multiply our numerators and multiply our denominators, and we get y to the 10th over y to the 10th. And just like x to the 4th over x to the 4th is 1, this is equal to 1. And you can show it any of these three ways. That's number 2. Now, number 3, we're going to use the commutative law of property of multiplication. And that means I can multiply things in any order. And that makes this problem a whole lot easier because I'm not going to multiply this thing times this thing. I'm going to multiply 3 to the 9th times 1 over 3 to the 9th times 4 squared. But just as this equals 1, we know that x 3 to the 9th times 1 over 3 to the 9th is equal to 1. And you can take the steps to say, well, that's 3 to the 9 divided by 3 to the 9, which is 3 to the 0, which is equal to 1. And we end up with 4 squared. Now, you should be able to do this last one, given that we just answered this third one. But we'll go ahead and do it. We're going to use our commutative property. Say that that's over 1. We'll multiply this by the second one. Next. So all we've done is reordered our multiplication using the commutative property, and then we put this first term, or this first piece of the term, over 1, and that's equal to, and I'll just write this whole thing out, 249 over 55 times 249 over 55 times 10. Well, this is equal to 1. So 1 times 10 is 10. And we're just going to stop the video here because most of what you learned for lesson 4, or most of what I was teaching really was taught in L3. Well, there we go. Lesson 3, lesson 4, 8-in-1, lesson 3, lesson 4. So if you've gotten through this, and you understand these homework problems, hopefully you tried the homework problems before you just watched me do them, because practice makes perfect, and you doing the practice is going to make you perfect. You watching me do the practice is going to give you a false sense of security. So again, I want you to really do these problems. Oh, and you know what we didn't do? I'm just going to go back. You can cancel out this video right now and just stop. But you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give us a happy cat. And watch what we do. If you got all these right, we can do this neat thing called somehow that you can do a spinning happy cat. I don't know. Well, we'll cut back over. We'll do a spinning happy cat maybe next time. And thank you for watching. And it was a good lesson. Thank you. We'll see you next time.